Wow, and what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Hammerstang, and today we got a new phone over here from IQOO. I'm not too sure how to actually say it, but we have a new flagship phone in the house. Very interested to check this out and excited of course. And in today's video what we're going to do is of course go through the key specs and features of this phone over here to before you make your purchase decision. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Wow. Alright guys, so IQOO is not really messing around with the IQOO 13 as they partnered with the BMW Motorsport over here, which is very bold because definitely that is a very reputable name. So as we can see from here, the packaging looks really nice. I do like the logo over here, which of course would symbolize the ring that we have on the rear camera, which we will check out in a little bit. In terms of the size, not much to it. And now let's just check out what we have right in the box. So of course, first thing first, we have the quick start and also the warranty card. And next up we have the SIM ejector tool, but it's really cool over here because we have the BMW car looking over here, and it's just really nice to have this card in your hand. And of course next up we have the fast charger over here, which is made by Vivo, so it does have the flash charge 120 watts, and as you can see here it does use a USB-C to USB-C cable. And also one more accessory which is really important, and that is of course the clear phone case that we have right in the box. Okay guys, so here we have the IQOO 13, and I gotta say it looks really nice. This is of course the white color edition, which is of course exclusive to the BMW M branding over here. Of course you can get your Nero Grey, Alpha Black, and also your green color edition, but I gotta say this one looks very nice, very clean. And of course you have your huge camera module over here. The back over here does have your frosted design, so it's definitely not going to attract a lot of your fingerprints on the back here. And of course it is quite smooth, but it does give you good grip to it here as well. And of course in terms of the build material, we have your fiberglass on the back over here. We have your glass on the front as well. And of course we do have some aluminium frames on the sides to make it a very sturdy material over here. And of course one thing that is really going to be interesting over here is of course the LED on the back here, which we will check out in a little bit. And of course in terms of the protection here, we have a Scott Sensation Alpha here, which is really nice. And of course in terms of just the sides here, we do have a more of a squarish design, and of course it makes it more comfortable. We have the power button over here, volume rockets here, and also the other side here is just all very clean. We have the USB-C for charging, USB-C for your fast charging, your stereo speaker setup, and also the SIM ejector tool for your slot for your SIM cards here as well. And now moving forward, let's talk about the display of this phone right here. So we do have a nice 6.82 inch massive display over here, LTPO AMOLED panel with of course your 1 billion colors, 144 Hz, which is of course amazing, HDR10 plus support, 800 nits, and of course go ups to 1800, and a peak brightness of 4500 nits. And of course in terms of the speakers, as I mentioned before, it does have your stereo speaker setup, which is all really good for a flagship phone like this. And of course, one more thing to note is that this phone right here does have an official IP68 or 69 rating, depending on your region where you're from. So this phone here does have your face unlock, just point it in your face and it gets the job done. And it also does have your nice optical scanner, which works really fast for a good phone like this. Alright, and of course the main thing that you guys are here for, and that is of course the power of this phone over here. So in terms of the chipset, it is powered by the first ever Snapdragon 8 Elite platform over here, which is of course really going to be very interesting, and definitely test out the speed on this in terms of gaming and all this other stuff. So definitely you can tell that this is a gaming phone. So it's given the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor over here. In terms of RAM, we do have up to 16 gigs of RAM, which of course is really cool. And of course you have your RAM turbo feature here as well. In terms of storage, you can get up to 1 terabyte, but what I have in my hands over here is the 512 gigs variant. And of course you have your UFS 4.1 storage over here, which is really amazing. But in certain regions, it do give you the UFS 4 storage, and that is of course really fast. In terms of the battery over here, we do have a massive 6150 hundreds of battery over here. So 6150 minutes of battery, which is really massive. And as I mentioned before, you can power this baby up with the 120 watt flash charger. And of course, in terms of the software side of things, we do have your FunTouch OS 15, which of course on top of Android 15. And over here, Vivo has mentioned that they'll give you up to 4 major Android upgrades. So definitely this phone, you can use it for quite a long time over here, for at least a minimum of 4 years. And of course, you'll get your security patches and all that other good stuff later on here as well. Alright guys, so now let's go on to the last segment over here, and that is of course the cameras. So in terms of the selfie department over here, we do have a nice 32 megapixel f2.5 sensor, and it can record up to 4K at 60 FPS. And of course, if we switch it on to the rear cameras over here, we do have a nice triple 50 megapixel setup. So the first one here, f1.9, and this is of course your main lens. It does have your dual autofocus, OIS. The second one here is your telephoto lens, and that is of course giving you 2 times of optical zoom, dual autofocus and OIS. And lastly here, an f2.0 ultra wide sensor over here, and does give you your autofocus here as well. And this phone can record up to 8K at 30 FPS, which is of course going to be really cool. I'm going to test this out here as well. In terms of the features, as you can see here, we have the cool stuff as you would know from your Vivo phones. And of course, we have some other cool stuff here as well. Super moon vision, fisheye vision, live photo, tilt shift, astro mode here as well. All really fun stuff. Alright guys, so that is it with the IQOO 13 over here. And of course, if you guys have any questions, leave it so in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button, and I will check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one.